What have I done? I haven't made a video for a while. I've been starting projects and for one reason or another not being able to finish them. So I started, like the last video I posted was me picking a project which was the Huano 125, whatever that was. So I started restoring that, got the engine running, started making a video. I'll put a clip here. And once I got the engine running, one of my neighbours come over and a friend of theirs had the same bike. They were using it for work and the bike blew up and they needed an engine so they could get back to work. And long and the short of it is that guy needed it more than I did for a toy, so I sold him the engine and that bike's gone. So after that I started on the other Jinlin I bought. But there was, again, someone else was like, oh, I need an engine, I need it quick. So there's another video there, if all this editing goes right. And then that was sold, that was gone. So I bought something stupid. I bought a VRF750. I think it's a 1989, 1988, something like that. For some reason I had it in my head that because I knew about 125s, I played with a 125, I'd get something a bit bigger. And we're going to have a little look about it now. So this is the bike. When I got it, all the fairings were on it. I've taken them off. They're in storage at the moment. They're not part of my plan for this bike, so they're in my lockup, as is the seat, the rear fairings. All the lights are disconnected. There's a whole load of fuses and wiring going on here. I've got a sneaky feeling this nose cone will end up coming off. I've got a plan for like a trackery, street fightery kind of thing. There's a lot I don't know about this bike. I've just put this blanket over it to cover. There's a lot I don't know about any bike, to be truthful, but hey ho. I've got the other exhaust as well, that's in the shed. I've kind of started taking some parts off and putting them there. The petrol tank looks like it's been painted by hand and had a good scuff. And it's got this horrid gold tape on. I think the first proper job we do is get rid of yuck. And yuck, someone's decided to paint this gold as well, that won't be staying. It's been painted blue, frames blue. So lots of home wiring been done. A couple of other little things here. Bits here. No battery. Yeah, should be fun. So let's have a play and see what we can do with this. Oh yeah. Also, when I bought the bike, I forgot to collect the key. So I've got the V5 and everything, but I forgot to collect the key. So working on it's a little bit limited at the moment. So I'm going to start stripping this off. Get the tank off. Get that fairing off, see if we can turn the engine by hand, and we'll go from there. Cool beans. So the first thing I want to do is I want to see what works on a bike. So because I haven't got a clue, I bought the Haynes manual. Because I haven't got a key, what I decided to do was find a wiring diagram. And for the ignition switch, it shows you which wires should be connected when the ignition's on. So I thought I'd make jumpers up to go through all them and hook a jump back up and see what works. So that's what I'm going to do now. In a proper redneck, probably quite dangerous way. Right, there we go. I just run a couple of bits of wire between the jumpers that would be connected if the ignition was on. Not the best job, but until I've got a key, that'll have to do. I've got my jumper pack, so there's my negative there, grounded out, and there's my positive there. I'm not sure if you can hear that clicking, but I think that means we've got some power. Let's have a look. So we have indicator flashing. Front indicator's not connected, but the rear is flashing. We have a oil light. Well, the oil filter's off, so that's going to be there. Right, let's see. Pull the clutch. Neutral light turns up. Other indicator's a bit faster, so it's not flashing at the back either. But the relay's working. High beam. Yeah, that lights up. Horn's not connected. That one lights up. I've got no lights connected, so that looks okay. Right, let's turn that flash off. That's annoying. So we know we've got power through the electrical loom. So I'm just fiddling buttons now. Yeah, we've got some lights there. Nothing else at the moment. So if we've got power through there, we should be able to pull the clutch and press the start button. Well, I can hear something clicking, but that starter is not happy. Let's try again. That starter's definitely not happy. Let's have a look at that. Right, so I've got the multimeter out. I'm going to reconnect the battery. So I should have 12 volts coming from the battery to this side of the coil. Let's get a good earth there. Can you see that? It says 12.18. So now I'm going to see what I've got coming through the other side. I won't have anything because I haven't pressed the button. Right, so the bike's in neutral, so I don't need to pull the neutral. So I've got an earth, put that there, press the start button. I'm only getting 4.99 through there. So let's have a little look. I think our starter relay is poop. Right, new starter relay. Looks a bit different, but it's the same thing. So I'm going to get that connected and then we'll try again. So here we have a replacement starter solenoid. The awkward thing is the connection's the wrong way round. The fuse is on the other side on this one, so I might have to take these wires out of here and spin them around. But for now, we have power. So So let's just check we have, hopefully you can still see the multimeter. Between, we have power there. Oh right, so and on this the battery connection is on the other side. So from there to there. .13 volts. Lovely. So if we pull, let's put that there, where we had it before. Why am I measuring the wrong way round? .05. Right, let's get an earth there. It's gone off. .04. Right, so nothing coming through there. If we push this, .81. Okay, that's still wrong. Should be 12 volts coming through there. Right, so what I'm going to do now is, because my start solenoid isn't giving the right voltage through, I thought that would be the issue. I've put my jumper pack back on charge because it was getting a bit low. I'm going to remove the starter motor, and I'm also going to get to remove all the plugs from the engine and turn it over by hand. So what I want to do is I want to test the starter motor to see if it will work off the bike, because it might be that the starter motor's gone. Right, so here's my starter motor. I've hooked the negative cable, which will be my earth, to a bit of the casing here, and this will be my starter signal. So it's time to see if the motor hopefully jumps about all over the place. Might have a few sparks, but hopefully we'll have a spinning starter motor. Sparks, and it is. Well, I think we've got a working starter motor. So yeah. Right, as you can see, I've reinstalled the starter motor here. This is the start gear. So what I'm going to do is, now I know the starter motor is working, I've gone through, tightened up, put the starter motor back on, applied my battery pack to the connections there, and we're going to see if it will spin. Got the casings off. I turned this over by hand a little bit just to kind of try and get it moving, see if it'll be a bit easier on the starter motor. So I can't go too far because I had to take the oil filter off to take the starter motor off, so there's no oil in the engine at the moment. So basically all I'm looking for is a bit of turning. I haven't taken the plugs out. That'll be my next stop if this doesn't turn. But for now, let's try this. So with the engine turning over, I think that's a pretty good place to leave it. What I'm going to do is make shorter videos for this one, but try and put them out more regularly depending on my work situation. So thank you for watching. See you again soon.